And imagine if you broke up with your SO. Okay, let's imagine you had an SO, and then you broke up, and your male friend turns to you and says, dude, you're single now? Yeah. Can I put my dick in you? Now, without judging about the whole gay thing, oh, he's gone. Okay. Totally judging the gay thing. No. So the point is, the sort of, you want to put your dick in me? But we're buds. We don't have this romantic thing, right? Most of us would say that if our dude friends would be like, I want to put my dick inside you. Like, A, I didn't know you thought about anybody male that way. B, I didn't know you thought about me that way. Oh, I do. I've just been hiding it for 2 years. So all the times we were friends and we were hanging out, you were just biding your time until you could put your dick inside me? Well, it's not like that. I like you as a person. Okay, my answer is no. Oh, well, then we'll stop being friends. Then yeah, the entire 2 years you were just biding your time until you could try to put your dick inside me. That would be weird, right, guys? If your best friend or your friend for 2 years just, oh good, can I put my dick inside you? No, I'm gonna leave. That's why this doesn't work. Okay, this turns into your male dude friends going, can I put my dick inside you? That's how weird that feels to the girls. Because they don't assume that you want to put your dick inside them. Because you didn't ask. And after 2 years, now there's many situations in which, you know what, we've been friends for 2 years, something has started, right? That's different than, I'm a sleeper agent for the dick inside you I'm a spy all this time. I've been trying to gain access to your vagina with being nice, okay? Being nice is stop being nice to girls. Stop being nice to girls. Be nice to people, right? Don't be nice to people because you want to put your dick inside them. Because guess what? They notice. They're like, say, Tyler, I've noticed that, you know, at the auction, you're like, fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck, hey, pretty cosplayer. You're nice. And blah, blah, your pussy is old and floppy, you dude with the orange, your pussy is raw. It's like a walrus having a heart attack. But you, pretty girl. Being nice is not quarters you can put into the machine that pussy comes out of. Okay? You can't do that. So these two graphs, this explains why being a nice guy, that's unattractive. Okay? If you want to be a nice guy, here's what you do. You be nice to everyone. You don't be like, oh, I've not been a nice enough person today, I'm going to go shovel that old lady's walk. You purposefully go out of your way every day and go, okay, have I tried to improve the lives of the people around me? No. I should probably work on that. Be nice to everyone, and women will notice that you're a nice human being. Okay? Don't be unattractive. Okay. Be attractive is going to wait until after this part of the auction. All right. So we've got 3 minutes left to finish off the auction. Or the charity auction, because then we've got the regular auction.
Yep.
Okay. We've got
High School of the Dead.
High School of the Dead, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, High School of the Dead.
It is.
Oh look, it's boobs and blood and zombies, if I recall correctly.
Yes, it is.
I haven't seen the anime. I've read the manga.
It is zombies.
And guns.
Holy sh! Oh yeah, the guns! Holy shit!
The guns that go flying through the breasts as they're waving somehow.
I think the only series I appreciated for the epic level more than this was yeah, no. This is pretty much it.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was one with it was more sword fighting, but I seriously can't remember it. This is like tops in terms of like badassery. So
$50.
Well
you
then.
like High School of the Dead then?
I like tits.
I will point out who she's cosplaying with.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
will also point out it is a universal constant. Is there such a thing as too much tits?
No.
Right. Okay, I mean, some people prefer the smaller ones. That's okay. That's good, in fact. But it's not that there's an upper limit beyond which people are like, no thanks, I've had enough. It's like beer.
Yeah.
It's like, not enough beer, not enough beer, not enough beer, enough beer, but not too much beer. Enough beer, enough beer, enough beer. Why am I in Mexico? Why does my back hurt? Why is this bathtub full of ice? So I got 50 for charity, thank you, for High School of the Dead. Do I hear 55? Going once? Going twice? Sold for charity, thank you.
Just hand it to her.
Okay, so I will also point out about the neckbeard thing, I am a study in the opposite of neckbeard because I used to be a neckbeard and then I realized what a fucking asshat thing that was to do and I started being nice to people. Jinx, would you just do a bit of a spin? Right, okay, so I stopped being a fucking neckbeard and started being nice to people. I do not plan to put my dick into my roommate. But I need to point out to all of you hapless weebs that cannot get near enough a woman to make physical contact, that is not my roommate. I surround myself with beautiful women of exceptional quality all the time. And they're like, yay, ice cream, yay! And they like to hang around me. And I'm not like, oh good, I have access to put my dick in things, because that's not why I do it and that's not what I'm doing. I just want to contrast this situation, and I'm not trying to use her as an example, it's an example of a lifestyle, but there's this, where you treat women like human fucking beings, with admittedly slightly different genital orientation, or not in the case of Kakoi. And they start treating you like a normal human being that they can hang out with, because you're not trying to put your dick in them. Because you're not part of the council of sticking your dick in things. Okay, so, point being, stop being a fucking neckbeard. This, stop doing this. You remember the guy with the Brazilian girlfriend from last year?
Yeah.
He thought this chart was a good idea. Now, admittedly, he'd watched a lot of anime and read a lot of manga where they have fantasy stuff going on. Now, I'm talking about sexual fantasy, I mean, obviously that's included. But a lot of our manga and anime tells fairy tales, basically. Romance fairy tales, like Yori Ayoshi, right?
Yeah.
The guy meets her, she moves in with him, she's cooking for him, she's trying to fuck him. After a week.
Damn.
Yeah, no.
That's this chart. It's a cute story. It doesn't actually happen unless people are really fucked in the head. So the guy with the Brazilian girlfriend was operating on this principle. He had not met her in real life. He might have known her for a year of time. I'm not saying internet relationships don't work, because I have some really good friends that married. They met on the internet, they dated for years on the internet. They met in real life, 3 months later they were married, I think it was. And they're fantastic, and they're a great couple. So I'm not saying this is universal, but he met her on the internet. He had not been in physical contact with her ever. And he is like, my girlfriend in Brazil that I'm going to go visit, but she doesn't want to go, she doesn't want me to visit. Why? Because he thought he was up here. And she was like, bitch, we're here. He's like, no, but I want to be up here. And she's like, okay, so if you want to be up here, you have to be the fuck over here. So, guy with the Brazilian girlfriend, and he's not here, though you are actually going out on the date with him.
Dinner, yeah.
Dinner. They're going, it's been a year, but they are finally getting around to it. This is the girl that we as a group set him up with. Applause again, because also has the patience of a saint.
Yep.
But yeah, it's
I don't care about
there's a problem.
patience, so that's
And most of
fine.
my roommates' friends who were like, oh good, you're single, can I put my dick inside you? They were operating on this chart. She actually got to the point, I hope you don't mind my telling this because it's really funny. Eventually she was like, I hereby renounce all dicks until at least after I'm graduated I will shank the next bitch that tries to ask if he can put my dick inside me. And all our male friends were like, because they were weeds and neckbeards and they were operating on this one. Except this one guy.
Uh-oh.
This one guy whose name I'm not going to say. We're going to call him Grease, because everyone likes Italia, right? So, Grease was like, I confess my love to you. And she was like, okay, I don't want you to put your dick inside me. I'm sorry, I think you're a really cool friend, but I am not looking for a sleeper agent of the Putting Dicks in Things Council. And he was like, oh, okay. Okay. Now, normal people who are not fucking neckbeards are like, oh, I find this girl attractive. Maybe I've let it go too long without mentioning it. But I find it attractive. I'll mention, I think there's something I have feels for you. Oh, no? Okay. Well, I mean, I've got plenty of other friends here. I don't need to fixate on one fucking person as if they were 10 feet in front of the, vision of a car, right? They're out here, I don't have to fixate on them. There's 50 other people that I can talk to and be humans with, right? Except Grease. Grease says, okay. And then like 6 months later, he's like, so I'm not entirely sure you understood me. I love you. I confess my feelings to you. As if waiting 6 months was a good idea, and as if repeating himself was a good, okay, who here has gone to the government and said, I don't want to pay my taxes, and the government has said, you still have to pay your taxes, and has gone, oh, I'll just wait 6 months and tell them again. And then they'll understand and say, okay, you don't have to pay your taxes. Has anyone tried that? No, because you'd be in jail. So again, in this sort of context, 6 months later, he's like, I love you. And she's like, yeah, you said that. He's like, well? And she's like, good luck with dating someone else who's not me, because I'm still not interested in a fucking sleeper agent for the council of people who want to put their dicks inside me.
1.5 hours.
And he was like, oh,
1.5 hours.
Nice.
okay, we'll just be friends then. And she's like, thank you, he gets it. Foolish.
Son of a bitch.
Little
So a
note.
couple months later, she's like talking to her friend, and she's like, have you noticed that he's like super nice to me, but not to anyone else?
Oh dear.
And her friends are like, yeah. You mean how he spent the last 6 months doing nothing but trying to build your cosplay props, doing a poor job of it, but making a lot of effort, and did shit all for the rest of us, even though he's supposed to be helping us with cosplay props? And she was like, yeah, I noticed that. That was kind of weird. And they're like, yeah. And she's like, huh. Also, he keeps trying to tickle me. Yeah. Guys, here's a pro tip. If a woman is not sexually interested in you, by which I mean if she's not fucking you, don't touch her. Like handshakes, like the occasional head pat if you're really close. Don't fucking try it. Yeah, don't do that. So, I stepped into this point and I said, Grease, I'm trying to be a good friend to you, because even though he was pissing me off with his attitude toward my roommate, I was like, I still think you're a decent human being when you're not trying to put your dick in things.